I'm like, I only have like 3 or 4 cups. So you either got the mom cup or the peace cup.
I like the mom cup. Thank you for being my heart's first home.
Yeah, my daughter gave it to me. There was a flower or something in it,
Huh?
a plant, so I had to transplant it. I'm like, where is it? Oh, I put it outside.
Did you?
I left another plant in Canwood. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Rhonda Unleashed. I am your hostess, Rhonda Thomas, and today's episode we're just going to talk to a guest, and my guest here is Cole Smith from Sandman Boxing. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Cole.
My name is Cole Smith. I run a boxing gym in Saskatoon here, Sandman Boxing. Been doing that for about 4 years. I've been in Saskatoon for maybe 11 or 12 years. Ever since I finished high school, been in Saskatoon. And yeah, now I'm mainly just coaching, competing, recovering an injury right now. But yeah.
So, when you say you're recovering from an injury, is that from boxing or is it?
Yeah, my last fight I fought in November.
Oh yeah.
Tore my rotator cuff. Still won.
Nice.
But it hurt my arm, so I've been out since then. Had surgery in February.
Wow.
It's a long recovery, like maybe 8-10 months.
Holy. So, do you ever think you'll fight again?
Yes.
Nice. I like it.
Heck yeah. Hopefully this year. Hopefully November, December.
Really?
I hope so. At the latest, like January.
January? Nah, don't push it off till next year.
I know. If it's up to me, I'd fight this month.
Oh yeah. I totally get it, yeah. So you're also a new dad.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So tell us a little bit about, being a new dad. How does it feel and what's your experiences on it?
I mean, it's almost like not real, like it doesn't feel real still. He's still like, it's like a live action role playing doll.
You created your own human.
Yeah. Just sleeps, eats, poops, cries. And, obviously Demi does a lot.
Oh, yeah.
She does mostly everything, really. Yeah. So they're together 24/7. And I just try and help out, relieve where I can. But I mean, it's just like, I still can't even, like, I'm a dad. It doesn't sound right still, you know? It sounds like, I don't know.
You don't know how to explain it, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a new experience. Your
Very
first
new.
child, right?
First.
Oh, yeah.
Just learning.
Wow.
Just learning right now.
Yeah.
Every day, learning.
Yeah, it's one of those things in life where you just, no matter how much you try and prepare for it and you try and get, tips from people and everything, you won't know until you actually experience it and you actually are holding your child in your hand. Yeah.
And then I still don't know. It's still just like, is this right? Just like, but
trying to wrap him up or just wrap him up.
For real.
You would be the kind of father to duct tape him up.
Just tape him.
Just to make sure he's safe and you can keep an eye on him.
The things I do with him, and Demi just shakes her head, to be honest. I'm just like, it's fun. It's fun though. And I'm super grateful, healthy, strong, and just excited to get to the stage where he's like aware like smiling, laughing. Because right now he still doesn't even know his hands are his.
Yeah.
Like punches himself in the face, starts crying. I was like, you did that. I don't even know you did that, but you did that.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. So,
That's funny.
but I'm excited. And then Demi's kind of like the opposite. She's like, just cries because he's getting too big.
Aww.
And then the next day she's like, oh, okay, no, I'm okay with him growing up. And then the next day, never mind, I'm not okay. And so it's a roller coaster for her. But I'm excited. I'm excited for him to get to that stage.
Yeah, it's good. It's an amazing, just to watch them grow, and it's, the next thing you know, they'll be, grown up and off to college, and yeah.
Whoa.
It's gonna just, your eyes are gonna blink, and it'll be just like, oh wow,
If you say that with Demi around, she'll cry.
Oh, yeah.
So when she watches this,
don't cry. I didn't mean to make you cry.
she'll be like, I don't like that, Rhonda.
Yeah, it's because like 3 years ago I had my first little Google, and she's already big, and she's talking and everything, and I'm like, can you stop growing? Can you please stop growing? So it was that way with my kids, and yeah. So
How many kids do you have?
4.
4. And grandkids?
2.
2.
2 daughters.
Oh,
two
smart.
little Googums. Yeah, both for my daughter. But my kids are all old. Right? They're all old. They're
Boys and girls?
Yeah, I got 3 boys and
3
and
boys. Oh. Oh man.
Oh man, my boys, they're boys, right? And they're all my 2 older ones, they were like at each other all the time. As kids, they were like, when you raise a couple of boys, they're, I don't want to say terrible twos, but they're a little bit of a handful. It's all, you know what I mean? And then you got to be a referee to them all the time, So,
Just breaking it up.
yeah.
Yeah. I think I can relate from being on the side of the boys
Yeah.
fighting and my mom breaking us up all the time.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, the best way that I could break them up and actually get them to calm down for a little bit is I would send them outside. Then I would clean up or whatever, and they were outside and they just stop. They'd be good without me around. So,
now it's just
yeah, now it's just the studio. That's all I do. All I do is work and building a dream now.
And your dream wall. I was complimenting her on her wall. She has a nice dream wall. Pictures, quotes, notes, achievements, just all displayed on her wall. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Yes.
It's like it's motivating being here.
I love it. Thank you.
The marathon you ran.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, the fashion show and everything. That was it's this past year has been phenomenal. Like I can't believe where I was a year ago to where I am right now. Like I wouldn't be right here, doing the podcast and everything. And one day soon I'll have a cameraman there, and then he'll be able to show everybody everything at work.
The behind the scenes.
Yeah, the behind the scenes kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't think but there was a time where I wanted to give up a lot of times, and but the creator, he has big things, and when you push yourself and you push yourself to strive, and you can create a lot of things, you can achieve a lot of things.
What's the thing that got you going a year ago? Like what was in your mind a year ago compared to now? Like what made you like what switched?
What switched? Okay, so I was actually engaged, and the guy that I was engaged to, we split up, and I was alone in Lloydminster by myself in this big house, and I did it for so many years that something needed to change. My kids are here in Saskatoon. My daughter, my Googums are here. That being in Lloydminster, it just didn't make any sense anymore. You know what I mean? I loved my job. I loved the staff. I loved my students, but it just wasn't working for me anymore. Where I needed to make a change in my life. I was starting to fall back to old negative behaviors and thoughts that I didn't want to be there. I grew out of that already, and falling back into that, I didn't want to go back there. So I just packed up and left. Really. I was intending on going back, but as God would have it, he kept me here. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything in my life. I love all the experiences and all the people, and it's made me who I am.
So you came to Saskatoon just for like a little break,
Yeah, initially,
and then you stayed.
and then
That's cool.
yeah,
Wow.
initially. I was just gonna come stay and spend time with family and be closer to my kids and everything. And I was gonna go back and just get a smaller place and go back to go teach, because I love Onion Lake. I lived in Lloydminster, but I love the community of Onion Lake, and the staff and the students and everything. They're beautiful people. And I feel at home there. That's home for me.
There's a powwow coming up
Yeah. Friday, I think it's
this weekend.
This weekend.
Is Onion Lake?
Yeah.
Are you going?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I haven't been to one this year. You wild.
Nope. I don't think I've been to a powwow this year. I used to go to powwows all the time. I used to go to round dances and powwows,
yeah.
and at the powwows I'd go and stand by the drum, because the feeling of being close to the drum and just the way
Yeah.
they hit the drum is just beautiful, beautiful, and all of the dancers, it's amazing.
There was at TCU there was a round dance there. Maybe
Yeah.
3 months ago, or 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I went to that one.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I went
That was
there.
before I met you then.
Was
Because I
it?
was
Yeah, yeah. It was probably before, like probably right around the time I met you, or it's a little bit before.
Okay.
And Denny's mom sang there. She was singing there with the band. Because we were sitting there eating, and then
and then she was
and then Demi's like, I think that's Cree's mom. I'm like, I don't think so. Because it was like far away. I'm like just really squinting, trying to see. And then it was her. She was just singing with the band. I was like, oh, nice.
That wasn't a round dance. Was that a round dance?
Yeah, there was a round dance there too.
Oh.
They did it
like a dinner or something
the second
too,
night.
right?
Or maybe the first. One of the nights they did a round dance. Yeah.
Oh.
Because there was a dinner. There was a bunch of speakers there.
Mm-hmm.
Some youth sharing too.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Especially when the youth they're a little bit more outspoken, and
yeah,
I love it.
Just sharing their stories.
Yeah. I don't know what that was. Did you hear that? There's a lot of pigeons at radio.
Coyotes.
In the middle of the city, there actually might be some coyotes out there. Yeah. Yeah, keep all the windows closed because of all the noise from the construction next door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're building something big. It sounds like. It
looks nice, though.
Yeah.
Like they got windows in at the bottom.
Yeah, they got windows already on the bottom. And yeah, it's supposed to be like I think 22 floors or something like that. If not bigger. Totally gonna cut off the sunrise, you know what I mean? In the mornings.
Oh, I
Because there's
guess.
two of them.
They're gonna cut off your sunrise?
Yeah, they can cut off my sunrise.
That's why you're so
I
upset
know.
about it, eh? I'm just trying to say this is gonna be awesome. You're just like, nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Um,
know. I might have to move there next.
Yeah, I
You
guess.
know, I guess I'm gonna have to move here and then move up in this world, you know.
So how you liking boxing? When you competing? Let them know. Your debut, boxing
My
debut.
My boxing debut. I don't know where I'm gonna box next. Yeah, if I ever box. What do you mean? I haven't boxed. I today when we were training, I was training with Mohammed and
Oh,
yeah.
Sarah too.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. I like the training. I like you know, learning the different combinations. And I know with boxing it's a full body workout, but it's also I think this is my actually third or fourth time actually attempting to go to boxing and training and everything. I've done it before, but I didn't really stick with it. This is the like about the third, fourth time. But I know when you're training, you can't look at your feet as much as you know. When I first started, I was like trying to, you know, make sure my feet were in the right place and make sure my hands were in the right place, and you know, just trying to look at everything all at the same time. You know, and trying to, you know, it's like, you know, rubbing your head and
Yeah.
patting your belly.
Just like the gears grinding. It's funny, like it's funny being a coach and like watching. It's like you can see just like steam coming out of people's ears. It's just like they're trying to. It's hard, like because obviously the footwork's the hardest part.
Oh yes.
So then it's like try and get their footwork down, and then we start throwing punches, but then they forget about their footwork, and then it's like, okay, now we gotta do that while you, with your, and then once you put them together, and then you start adding combinations, and people are trying to think of all these things, like
Oh man.
trying to think of the end, think of their feet, think of where their hands are.
And then where the head's going, and you know,
Yeah. And then when I
everything.
come and be like, hey, you just gotta make this adjustment, then all their focus goes on that adjustment and they forget
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah, totally.
And then it's like, ooh.
Yeah, but don't forget to move your feet and breathe and breathe.
And breathe.
But, you know, that's another thing that I forget sometimes is I'm trying to concentrate and I'm like, and then I forget to breathe. But you have to, yeah. But you know, it's getting better, I think.
You're doing good. You are doing good.
Yeah.
It's like it's nice that you came in with some skills
Yep.
already. So that makes things easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's when like you're coming from scratch. That's
Oh yeah.
it's good, but it's hard to be in that environment like that because there's already 10, 12 people that are there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to teach somebody who's brand new when you're also trying to teach other people who are at different levels,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Yep.
Because like with that group, there's a couple that are sparring and looking at competing. There's a couple that are
Mm-hmm.
there and they're decent, but they're just kind of there for exercise. And then there's people that just started, and it's like designing a program for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes splitting up the groups, you know, so that make sure they're still getting sparring. They're still, you know, and it's just like, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's like being in the classroom.
Yeah, I guess you know all about it, 100%.
Because you have because you know, in the classroom you have some that are maybe at a little bit of a lower level, some that learn this way, some that learn this way, and then some that are excelling and got up. Yeah, I totally understand it, but I don't know which one's harder. You know, it's you know,
What age?
teaching. Well, see, I've taught grade 3 and 4, so that's like 8 and 9, 9 and 10, and then I've taught 11 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds in grade 6. So,
That sounds harder to me.
and having like 20, 26 of them in the classroom, yeah. Like, well, it's I don't know. You're trying to get people to train and be in a ring and not get hit by the other person. So I don't know which one's harder. Because you know what I mean?
This is how I guess I see it. Like for you, it's like I think you have a more of a responsibility, I guess, which makes it a little bit harder.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if the kid doesn't want to learn, you still have to help him.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is with me and doesn't want to box, I'll tell them to go. They don't have to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to coach you.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
true, yeah.
at least I'm with a group that I want to be with. You know, and they're paying, so it's like they want to be there. They don't want to waste their time, their money. And sometimes when people are there and aren't doing what, like, I tell them, like, this is probably isn't for you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like, or if you want to coach yourself, like, go home and coach yourself, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But you can't say that. You know, you don't want to be here, go home then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they'd probably start crying.
Yeah, so I think
yeah, you go home.
I don't even know if I could do that, you know?
Yeah.
Because even like I've been doing lots of programming and going out to different communities, different reserves, different schools. And even there, it's like I can kind of focus on the people that want to be there, the kids that want to be there. And the other kids that like kind of jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out, it's fine, you know?
Yep.
It's like, but I don't have to make the ones that don't want to be a part of it be a part of it. So it's a lot easier for me, I think. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense. I could see it like
You're better
like
than
even,
me.
even in a classroom setting, that's when you get to that point, that's where you need to get some other staff to help you out and assist in that way, kind of thing. So
Do you get helpers? TAs?
yeah. Well, I like to I like to be able to I create stations. I think it works the best in the classroom setting where coming from a First Nations community to coming here to teach in Saskatoon, but teaching mostly like inner city students. So a lot of the stations that we create, like with like Daily 5, where some of them are doing reading, some of them are doing listening, some of them are and they all rotate through the stations. I think it's more of that differentiated teaching where if they aren't learning at this station, they'll get it from this station kind of thing. So it's, and keeping that attention with math and with reading. So,
Right.
I like it. I'm like, I like it. So it's different, and it works at a grade 6 level and it works at a grade 3-4 level as well.
What's like your favorite thing about teaching, and what's something that you wish was different about teaching?
Okay, my favorite thing about teaching is, as students, of course, getting to know different students, their learning, their own different little behaviors and the way that they learn. Because and I like to learn different things all the time. So they're teaching me when I'm teaching them as well, because they know things that I don't know. And when I say that, it's they have access to all this different technology and everything, right? So they teach me a lot about the different technology and the different, what they're into. So I use that to my advantage to help them learn what I'm trying to teach them. So I love that being being a teacher. What I would change? Well, I don't know. I quite honestly, I'd get rid of the desks.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd get rid of the desks because
And bring
I-
in lazy boy chairs,
well,
recliners, and bring in.
not recliners, lazy bone, well, lazy bone, lazy boy chairs. Well, see, it's in the classroom settings that I've had. It's I always put my classroom in a circle.
Oh, really? Like, do you
Yeah,
put the desks?
The desks around in a circle,
Nice.
so that the reason why I do it is because so everybody can see one another. Um, there are, of course, some shy ones that are in the classroom, but it's because so they can respect one another, so they can see each other talking, reading, and everything, and it creates a respect in that circle. And of course, I always been taught that within the Cree culture, everything is in a circle. We do talking circles and everything, sharing circles, and we do smudging and everything. So I like to just have it all in a circle. But have them sitting in a desk. It's they some of them want to move around, and I'd rather get rid of them, have them sit on the floor even. You know what? I actually one year I did get rid of the desk. I put a teepee in the middle of the classroom, and we
Oh.
take that teepee down, and we put it up, and we do a teepee teaching, and my kids loved it. My kids loved it, especially some of my kids that kids that needed a little bit more of a different type of classroom setting.
Right.
So each classroom that I've had, and each year that I've been a teacher, I've always done something a little bit different, but I've always kept that circle. It's harder when you have a bigger class, though. Kind of is more of a square.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, I like it. I love it. Yeah.
Have you had any issues with like that? I guess what grade are you doing right now? Are you teaching?
I'm going into grade 6 this year
Grade 6.
in the city. I haven't taught grade 6 in the city.
Have you heard of like that Chat GPT?
No.
No.
The chat, like
It's like an AI technology.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? We went. I went to my nephew's grad, and the superintendent did something with that, and it created his whole speech or something. Is
Mhm.
that what you're talking
Yeah.
about? Oh, okay, yeah,
Now
yeah,
kids
yeah.
are like can create
Everything.
everything. They can book reports,
Mm-hmm.
assignments.
Yep.
It's wild.
Right.
Have you
Yeah.
and you guys haven't talked about that in the school? Like, how do
No,
you how do you combat that?
Oh man, I don't know.
'Cause that's wild.
Right.
It's like you now. It's like if you send. It's almost like now home. Like, how can you send homework? Because they can just get a computer to do it.
True. Because it's that's crazy because we try and get the kids to think about, like, even math, for instance, get the kids not to use a calculator and to do the math, using different skills, right, without using a calculator. But yeah, if they take it home, then I guess, ultimately, if they bring it back, then awesome. At least they looked at it. They're like, sorry. They have a robot at home, and then the robot's gonna do their homework for them,
Heck yeah.
right?
Even like I did that one morning. I typed in make a boxing program 1 hour long, and it just did it in like 10 seconds.
What? Yeah, that. Okay, I didn't even know about it. To be honest, I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know that it even existed until
yeah.
I went to that grad.
Yeah, and it's all like original. So it's not like you're plagiarizing. So whatever this AI creates, you're not going to find it anywhere. So it's not plagiarized. It's actually created by a computer. It's pretty nuts.
It is pretty nuts. It's like
You could be like, write me a 10,000 word essay on King Henry the whatever, and it'll do it because it has access to everything that's ever been online. Books, writing, pretty wild.
It is. It actually is. You know, it's it's gonna change. You know, next year's teaching. That's for sure.
Do you like homework? Do you think homework is like beneficial?
I think homework is beneficial.
Yeah.
When I was doing homework at in Onion Lake, I think it helps the you know, the students to do it at home and then bring it back. But I do different kind of incentives like dojo points, or they get their name put into a jar or something like that, and so getting the kids to do it. I think that at least they're thinking about school when they go home, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And maybe creates like independence a little bit.
Yes. What I was thinking is also they'd sit down, you know, parents would help them out, kind of thing, or grandparents or brothers, sisters, kind of thing. This was my thought on it. I don't remember me doing homework when I was going to school. You know what I mean? When I was when I was going to like kindergarten or grade 1 or grade 2. I don't remember ever taking homework home, actually. You're like, I don't know what to say about that. I'm done.
I didn't take homework home because I just finished it at school. Like I was pretty, like I wasn't in class goofing around. I just like, if I was in class, I'm gonna do my work, and if I could, I would go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Just so that I could like, I just thought like I'm here, I might as well do it, and then I don't have to. When I'm home, I can just have my time. And even when I was doing electrical and I was in school, same thing. I would do all my work in class, and I would not bring my books home. Because I just know once I get home,
You're not gonna do it.
I'm probably not gonna do it. And I had pretty decent grades, like honor roll, good grades. And I just, my mom was always like, "How come you never have homework and everyone else has homework?" And I just do it at school.
No, I think that's what I used to do. Maybe that's how come I don't remember. Because I
just blocked it out.
Yeah, I just blocked it out. I'm like, I'm not doing homework. I'm not taking this home. No,
where did you go to school?
I went to school in Leoville. It was I went to school like on the reserve for like 1 year, but I remember my mushum, because I was raised by my mushum and my kukum, right? They adopted me when I was 1 year old. So my mushum sent me to this school off the reserve. Just, I don't know. He's thinking about, you know, for me in the future kind of thing, where I should go to school off the reserve kind of thing. Plus, my kukum, they were Christians, so she really didn't want me to get involved with the cultural aspect of going to the different ceremonies and to
really?
powwows. Wow. No, she never wanted me to.
So you grew up Christian?
I grew up a Christian, yeah.
And what, are you still a Christian?
Well, see, I do read the Bible. I do go to sermons, and but I smudge and I do go to sweats and everything, because I believe that there's only one God. There's only one God, and but there's many different names for him.
Right. So. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I embrace, my culture, and lately I've been practicing more and more Cree, and this morning I kind of surprised myself because I was went for a run, and I started doing I do my little videos and everything of what I'm thinking about. And this morning I started talking about love, and then I just started talking in Cree, and then I was like, wow, I can speak Cree, because
Like you're pretty.
I'm pretty fluent,
Whoa,
right? So
that's awesome.
yeah, so I'll post it later. You'll probably see it a little bit later, but I'm like, wow, I know what that means, and I know how to say it, And it's kind of like because I grew up with my grandparents. They spoke Cree all the time at home, but I went to a school off the reserve where
Right.
I didn't speak Cree. Nobody spoke Cree. We spoke French. I had to learn French.
Can you speak French fluent?
I can't speak French fluent.
No.
I can only say, "Est-ce que je peux aller à la salle de bain?" And then please go to the bathroom. so I can leave the class.
What about like je m'appelle too?
Oh yeah, je m'appelle.
I went
I
to
know
a
a song.
French immersion school
Oh, did you?
only
Okay,
for
so-
2 years.
And so what did you? You don't remember anything? Oh yeah. See, this is how
I
long
can count.
ago. Okay.
Okay.
10.
To like maybe 30.
Oh, I can only count to 10. That's it. That's it. And that's all I remember from French school.
It's one of my goals is to learn another language fluently. And right now I think I want to learn Cree.
Mm.
Do you teach?
Okay, so this is I'm actually, and I just thought of this the other day. I'm making a flyer right now, actually. So if you guys are gonna check this out, so I am gonna do some Cree classes.
Okay.
I'm totally gonna do some Cree classes, and it'll probably be twice a week. And I'm thinking Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I'm gonna incorporate some kind of exercise or physical activity with it. Do it in a park somewhere, and we just sit down and talk, And I with the Cree language, it's a descriptive language, right? So it's like did I tell you what the word is good deal? The word is
Oh. That's fire.
fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it is
did tell
fire.
me.
Do you remember where it comes from?
Like Lady of Fire.
The Lady of Fire. Close, close. Esquio is a lady. The de is that etio at the end. So the warmth of a woman's heart.
Right.
Yeah, because it comes from inside the teepee, and the teepee is a woman. So I want to teach that type of Cree,
Okay.
and the meaning behind it, and being outside with nature. Why not learn right where Mother Earth is? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm working on the flyer right now. Funny you should ask that. I was gonna say that earlier, and I was like, I don't know if I should put that on here
Like,
or
how can I fit this in here?
I'm gonna throw this in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do some Cree
Oh,
classes.
that's wicked. That'll be awesome. I'm in.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. No, I don't know which park yet. I want to say this park here, but I've exercised in that park, and there's lots of mosquitoes. So.
Oh.
This one right here at Kingsman?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anywhere, Rotary is pretty good, but it's busy. So.
Busy. What about Weaver?
Where's that?
By my house.
Is
Nice
it quiet
and close.
though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes there's soccer, but there's like a nice, good, perfect section, kind of like off to the side. Perfect.
I'll go take a look.
And there's no mosquitoes allowed
There's
there.
no mosquitoes allowed there.
No, so it's perfect.
It's funny you would say that. My mom's last name is Mosquito.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
From where?
From mosquito.
From mosquito.
Mosquito.
Mosquito from mosquito.
Mosquito from mosquito, yeah.
Nice.
So my uncles, because I grew up with my grandparents on my dad's side, my uncles used to call me Sagamis.
Sagamis.
Yeah, that's mosquito in Cree.
Oh.
Sagamis.
Sagamis.
Yeah. No, that is not my Cree name.
What's your Cree name?
I don't have one. I've never gotten one, actually. It was until I was like 15, 16, something like that, where maybe 17, where I started going to school in Whitefish, and I had this Cree teacher, and she was my Native Studies teacher, and she just, with the whole holistics of the Cree culture, and it just kind of it felt right, it felt good, and I was like, wow, because I was never taught that,
Right.
growing up. I was like, yeah, it feels good. I enjoy following the Cree culture. That's where my heart is, but I also have that I still like to go to church every now and then, and two good churches.
Yeah.
To one church, actually. Good
There's
churches.
only one good
There's
one.
only one good one.
And if you sign up now,
Start making it into an ad.
I never knew my native side
Mhm.
until after high school. Really, like I knew of them, I guess, but like I was just raised by my mom. We moved lots. We're in like BC for a while, so until I moved to Saskatoon, pretty much my whole dad's side's here.
Mm.
And then even then, it's like they're not really in the culture,
Okay.
So then it wasn't really until I started, I guess, hanging out with Neighbor Wellness
Ooh,
and
yeah,
going
yeah,
out
yeah.
to camps with them that I actually started seeing it and taking it in.
Yeah, I like Neighbor Wellness.
Yeah.
They're a pretty good group.
So it's been
Yeah.
cool. That's been cool. It's been very eye-opening, lots of learning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just
Cree culture.
learning just as much, It's cool though, and it makes me. Yeah, it's been maybe 6 months. I've been thinking about should learn Cree.
Right?
See what everyone's saying behind my back.
The first thing everybody will teach you is the not very nice words.
Yeah, that's how it always goes.
Yeah. In any language, eh? Yeah. Yeah, the reason why I wanted to go and work in Onion Lake is to get involved more with the Cree curriculum. I didn't really get there, but I guess, it's my own fault. I should have, I don't say should have, it just was meant to be. So, but now it's like, I want to speak Cree all the time. So I'm teaching myself and I'm learning a little bit more, and I meditate and I pray and I smudge and everything, and I'm like, it's in there. I always tell my students, it's innate. You're born with it, right? So it's in there somewhere. You just gotta find it.
Find it.
Yeah, that's it. Like a Jedi.
Why don't you say should have?
Because should have is don't work with should haves. It's if it was meant to happen, it would have happened. I learned from Denny. Denny says that all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's are you do you believe everything happens for a reason?
Yes.
Interesting.
Everything happens for a reason. And it's within this last year, working with alongside with Denny and with Only Solutions, and doing his challenges and everything is just eye-opening for everything. like a lot of old habits. Like they're not even, like I don't even know why I did half of the things that I did
Yeah.
before. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, oh, I needed to do that to do this, and it's all the pieces just kind of just coming together.
Right.
So it's like, and even doing like the podcast and everything, it's I'm meant to do something, a purpose, where even exactly where I'm living, I'm meant to be right here for something. I'm not sure what it is yet. Creator put me here for a reason, and brought you into my life for a reason. So I love it. It's a journey. You know what I mean? Like it's amazing. You're like you're so good.
Do you feel like, because this is like I guess like maybe just in my own head,
Yeah.
something because like this is my biggest struggle with, like I guess faith in general
Yep.
is like when you talk, like when you like it sounds like everything's already chosen, so you don't have any control. And for me, I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like thinking that everything's happening the way it should be, because then it's already decided. But I want to decide where I go, you know?
Mm-hmm. You know what I think? I think I was just thinking about this morning. Okay, so I've always been told, or I hear elders when they speak. That's the reason why I go to Round Answers Powers is mainly to listen to the elders, right? It's so funny when they talk in Korea. It's awesome. But anyways, that's besides the point. As before you come into this world as a baby, you choose where you're gonna go. So you're your own. You choose where you're gonna go, who your parents are gonna be, and you choose your life. So when you're born, you already know where you're going. So as a person, individual, you're your own person. You choose and you know where you're gonna go already. So it's not like I'm saying that, I say God and the creator because, you're a creator of your own reality, right? So there is a God, there is a creator, but you're also have different choices, different options in this world of how and where you're gonna go, right? Your own actions. But so it's basically you doing it for yourself, or it's your life. Everybody has their own life, right? So it's not that, yeah, it's not that I think that somebody else created my life for me. I am creating my own life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that people could use that as an excuse to do nothing? Like, for one, like I could be just sitting at home watching Netflix every night and saying this is where I'm meant to be. If there was something else for me, I'd be doing it. But this is where I'm meant to be. This is where,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, everybody, it all depends on if that's exactly where they want to be, then that's where they're going to be. But then,
I think that happens. Like people use, like it's like they're waiting for something to happen to them. Like it's like they're waiting for their, God or whoever they pray to bless them with something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like holding on to that,
Mm-hmm. That's I heard that actually in a podcast where where this guy is